What's going on, everybody? I am back with another Prizepicks WNBA player props video. This one going to be breaking it down, giving you guys 5 picks. Just winning some money over here on Prizepicks. As always, if you haven't checked out Prizepicks, would highly recommend you check them out. It is a player props website and app where you can win money off of picking the over and under on things like players, points, assists, rebounds, assists, fantasy score, etc. Go ahead and use that promo code KJK DFS. Receive an instant match on your first deposit up to $100 today. Again, that is code KJK DFS. Go to lock that in, get that free money offer. Start winning some money over here on Prizepicks today with these picks, guys. And if you are getting very serious, I do offer premium content packages. That's linked below in the description. Patreon.com/KJK_DFS. Do offer Prizepicks WNBA, Underdog WNBA, both for MLB as well. And I did just launch a VIP member package. If you're getting really serious, looking to really profit, do offer all sports, every single one of my packages for that package to go along with an exclusive Discord. I always put my tickets before I even release these videos in there so you can get the best odds, best lines, all that stuff. I know these lines change oftentimes after the videos come out, so if you want the full VIP experience, go ahead and check that out. And if you enjoyed this content, would be greatly appreciated if you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content that I upload. Like goal is going to be 200 likes. Last slate before the WNBA All-Star break. Looking to go 5-0, run it up. Get some money, guys. Let's get the good juju flowing. Hit the like button. Goes a long way in helping me out. Been grinding, waiting on all these lines to drop to get us the edge on this slate. And I'm excited to talk about it. Wanted to go 5-0 with some big money on the ticket tonight. So, let's talk about it. Let's go game by game as we always do. And the first game I'm going to talk about is going to be the New York Liberty taking on the Phoenix Mercury. Chicago Sky Indiana Fever kicks off at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Not going to be targeting anyone from this game. Going to be targeting the 2 late games tonight for this ticket. Better game environment, less chance of a blowout. Also, the Chicago Sky are back-to-back. There's a few other things. The Liberty are on a back-to-back here. We're actually not going to be targeting the Liberty. Staying away from the teams on a back-to-back. Don't want to bet against them. Don't want to bet on them. But we will be targeting 5 players here, so let's talk about it. The Phoenix Mercury, we'll kick things off with them. And the first player I want to talk about is going to be Miss Skylar Diggins-Smith, someone we've been targeting all season long, a ton, and I'm going to continue to target her, and I will continue to target her fantasy score for good reason. I continue to talk about it. She's an absolute beast. She plays a ton of minutes. She contributes in all categories. Her advanced metrics are fantastic in the blocks and steals category as well, which I talk about a lot in WNBA. I do think there's an advantage to be had when you can target players that rack up lots of blocks and steals in the fantasy score category, and she is definitely one of those players. You're looking at how she does on the season as far as her statistics, all that stuff, where she is in minutes. She's up there at the top of the league in minutes. 34 minutes per game. She takes 15.3 field goal attempts per game, 45% from the field, 4.5 three-pointers attempts per game. She averages 1.8 steals and 0.9 blocks, so she really is the full package. They've only got her line set at 36.5. We'll gladly go ahead and take it. You look at the game environment, you look at the expected pace here with a 164 over-under. Her team being 4.5-point favorites. We'll gladly target this line that's set in the mid to upper 30s, no problem whatsoever. She's averaging 39.2 over her last 5. Her ceiling's much higher than in the mid 30s. She can get up there in the 40s. Once again, great steal and block metrics as well. 2.4% steal metric, a 2.5% block metric. That's up there with some of the best in the league. That's something I'm always looking at my advanced metrics hub. Once again, all the field goal attempts, all that stuff we discussed, the minutes, everything you could possibly want, she has. And then lastly, with the departure of Tina Charles no longer being on the team, the usage for her on this Phoenix side has gone way up. So Skylar Diggins-Smith, pick number 1. We're going to be rocking with the over 36.5 projected fantasy score for her. Pick number 2. We're going to be going to her teammate. Speaking of Tina Charles' departure and helping someone, Miss Turner has been killing her fantasy line as of late, and I think she does it again here. Another player that plays massive minutes. Brianna Turner, I like the over 21.5 fantasy score. She's hit this in 4 of the last 5. Once again, you look at the top of the league in minutes, she's up there, 33.5 minutes per game. Now, she gets lots of blocks and steals as well. 1.3 blocks per game, 1.2 steals per game. That's massive. Not quite as much of a heavy usage player as Skylar Diggins-Smith, but when you're on the floor for as many minutes as Brianna Turner is, naturally, you're going to rack up some statistics. So, and to go along, like I said, the blocks and steals are massive. I love targeting players that I know can rack up the blocks and steals. Looking at her game logs, how is she getting there? Last time out, she racked up 1 block and 3 steals. She still got the over. She only played 23 minutes in that game as well, when she typically plays in the mid-30s. She still hit the over. Times of 4, 34, 31, 33, 32 minutes. You see how she's doing it. 8, 7, 1, 3 steals. 11, 11, 2, 2 blocks. 2, 8, 2, 3 blocks, 1 steal. So that's how Brianna Turner does it. She's on the floor for massive minutes. I mean, if it was a higher line, I wouldn't be nearly as interested in her. Like I said, she's not exactly the most highest usage player, but with where her fantasy score line is set here at 21.5, will gladly go ahead and continue to take the over. I think she plays massive minutes. And like I said, these are the last games before the All-Star break, guys. So I really think all these players play big minutes. They really don't have to worry about any back-to-backs or anything along those lines tonight. So that's nothing to be concerned about. And for that reason, I think we see a lot of these players play, their full allotment of minutes with no regard for, foul trouble or any of that stuff, really, when it comes down to it. It's the last game before the All-Star break. Obviously, some things happen. There's a lot of variables, but I think we see kind of an inflated amount of minutes in a lot of these players. So that's something I just want to add in there. Like the over here for 21.5 for Brianna Turner, pick number 2. Pick number 3, we're going to be going to the next game in the Seattle Storm taking on the Los Angeles Sparks. And we will kick things off on the Seattle Storm side. And I'm going to be talking about Brianna Stewart. Been targeting her. Her fantasy score, I'm going to take the over here. Has been down as of late. She has not been getting there. But I do think you have to take that with a grain of salt. I think a big reason she hasn't been getting there is because a lot of these games have been turning into blowouts. You look at the minutes for her over these last couple games, they have not been Brianna Stewart minutes. So I think we see her play her normal allotment of minutes here. Once again, game before the All-Star break, she's only played 23, 26, and 23 minutes the last 3 games. She still put up 47, 30, and 32 points respectively. She typically was playing 30, 35, 32, 33, 33 minutes, mid-30s of minutes in competitive ball games. This game is expected to stay close. It's only a 4.5-point spread in favor of Seattle. I think we see her minutes climb back up. And it's Brianna Stewart, man. She's the best in the league. Got to kind of put some respect on her name here. I'm going to continue to go back to her. I think she has a massive game here. I think we can see 50-plus out of her tonight. She hasn't had that huge game in quite some time now. Once again, blowouts. That can be a little bit frustrating as a player. You want to go out there for the full allotment of minutes. You want to put up big numbers. Obviously, that's the fun of the game. You're a competitor. And I think we see her go out there and put up a big game tonight. Once again, 95-73 last time in Indiana. She didn't even play the fourth quarter. 76-90 the time before. 73-57 the time before. The last time they were in a competitive ball game was all the way back on June 29th, where she played 31 minutes, 36 minutes the time before. So in a game that's expected to stay close, Brianna Stewart, I think she's going to be kind of a little bit relieved to actually go out there and play a full allotment of minutes. Put up a big score tonight. Don't let this deter you. It's important to understand the full reason as to why they're falling up short. You need context. The context is she's been involved in a lot of blowouts. She hasn't been finishing the fourth quarter. She hasn't been playing her full allotment of minutes. She's still putting up 30, 32 points. So you can imagine if she plays the whole fourth quarter, Brianna Stewart, there's a high likelihood she's going to put up 6+ fantasy points in a quarter. She's going to. She's that good. Once again, she has the full package as well. Lots of minutes, lots of block and steal equity for Brianna Stewart again. If she can just play her full minutes, 3 blocks, 2 steals, 2 blocks, 4 steals, 2 blocks, 2 steals, 2 blocks, 1 steal. That's what she does. She racks with blocks and steals. She gets buckets. She gets rebounds. She gets assists. She does it all. Do not let these recent results deter you off Brianna Stewart. I certainly am not in a close game that's expected to stay close, I should say. Love the over here. We're going to take the over 38 fantasy score here for Brianna Stewart as pick number 3 here. Pick number 4. We're going to be running it back on the other side with the Los Angeles Sparks. And with the recent injury to Sykes, they have had to turn to another guard here. And that is Miss Lexi Brown. And she has been fantastic. Her minutes have gone way up, and I don't think Prizepicks has done a good enough job of adjusting her line. They've only got her set at a 20.5 fantasy score. I will gladly take the over here. She's put up 30.6 in each of her last 2 games, and that's because she has a completely different role. She's no longer coming at the bench. She's no longer playing limited minutes. You look at her minutes in her game logs as far as the last couple of games with no Sykes. It's a big difference. Pulling up Lexi Brown here. As far as how she's getting the job done, her minutes, all of the above, you can see the last 3 games with no Sykes. 33, 38, and 33 minutes respectively. The times before, 22, 20, 25 minutes. So the minutes have gone way up, and you look at how she's doing it. She's scoring, she's rebounding, she's assisting, and she's getting lots of steals. So the steal equity is there when it comes to Lexi Brown. 14, 3, 4, 3 steals. 8, 3, 4, 4 steals, 1 block last time out. So racking up those steals, once again, huge when it comes to fantasy score, and her minutes have ticked way up. That's going to give her more opportunity to contribute to the team. Once again, I don't think her line has been adjusted enough accordingly at this 20.5 fantasy score. And once again, pretty good game environment here. 161 over-under, 4.5 point spread, expected to stay close. All those things, definitely going to be a good opportunity here to rack up some fantasy points for Lexi Brown once again. Pick number 4 here. And pick number 5, we're going to be going to her teammate, another player we've been targeting a ton all season. We talked about Brianna Stewart. We've been on her a lot. We talked about Skylar Diggins-Smith. We've been on her a lot. Another player we've been on is Anika Ugmike a lot. Why? Same reason. Contributes in all categories. The block and steal equity is fantastic. The minutes are fantastic. You're looking at how many minutes she plays as far as her compared to the rest of the league. She's also up there. 32 minutes per game. She averages 1.8 steals per game, 1.9 assists per game, 0.4 blocks. Shooting 57% from the field, which is phenomenal. 13.2 field goal attempts per game. Once again, we're talking about the full package in Anika Ugmike. Once again, a player that I would expect to score right around 40 plus anytime she's in a competitive ball game, similar to Skylar Diggins-Smith. And once again, a player that's set in the mid-30s in fantasy score. So I will continue to take advantage of that. Like the over 35.5 fantasy score here for her. And you look at how she's getting the job done as far as her game logs are concerned. Once again, well-rounded. 9 rebounds, 3 assists, 5 turnovers last time, even though she racked up 2 steals. 1 block, 1 steal the time before, 2 steals, 1 steal, 2 steals. The turnovers is where things really went south for her last time. 5 turnovers, but you look at the time before, 0, 2, 1, 4 the time before. If she can keep her turnovers down, that's really the only thing I think can limit her from hitting the over on this line in this type of a game environment. So, got to keep those turnovers down. And I don't think this New York fantasy score is correct either. 35.2 they have listed on Prizepicks. From what I can see, she actually went out there and put up 38. So it's showing that she hit the under in that game. I don't actually think she did. So I think that's a bit of a scoring error there on Prizepicks. She actually put up 38.2 in that game. So another game where she did hit the over in a competitive game where she put up 22-6, 1 block, 2 steals, 0 turnovers. That's perfect. That's exactly what we want. That's a perfect Anika Ugmike line. And to be honest, she didn't even get the assist that game, which is... that's just saying something. She could have got a few assists like she typically does. 3, 4, 2, 3, 3. She had the 6 rebounds, 22 points. She will rack up the rebounds assist as well. So, last pick, we'll be taking the over 35.5 fantasy score for Anika Ugmike. And that is my 5 picks to get you winning some money in the WNBA tonight, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content that I upload. Last slate before the All-Star break. Excited about it. I think we got 5 good picks here. Going for a sweep. If you haven't checked out the premium content packages, check those out as well, guys. I have all of my projections, all my core plays, all that stuff available to you. And if you haven't signed up for Prizepicks, sign up today. Use that promo code KJK DFS to receive an instant match on your first deposit up to $100. Wishing you all the best of luck on your WNBA props tonight, and we will see you in the next one.